Student, welcome back. So hope that you already finished the quick practice. Okay, now let's check in the answer. So first of all, quick practice 1.13, take a look at this. Consider geometric sequence. So that means they already told you that this is a GS. Okay, so we got the common ratio, we got the first term, right? So we need to find the general term. Super easy. How can we do it? General term will have the formula is A. Okay, I hope that you remember it. Tn equal to AR to the power n minus 1. So A times the R. Okay, so what is the R? R is the next term divided by the previous one. Okay, to the power n minus 1. So some of the students don't like to do it like that. They will like to write down the first term first, then write down the R first. It's both okay. Okay, I don't mind. Okay, rather which method you are doing. Okay, so now we can define A is 1 over 9. We can define 1R. 1 over 3 divided by 1 over 9. Okay, so it's super easy, right? So we know that the R is 3. So we go to the Tn. Tn is 1 over 9 times 3 to the power n minus 1. So do remember in the previous video I told you we need to be simplified answer, okay? So 1 over 9 actually is 3 to the power negative 2, okay? So 3 to the power n minus 1. By the formula, what we have learned in the junior form, am, when we times the an will equal to am plus n. Okay, so using this one, we got the final answer. Plus together, it will be n minus 3. So this is your general term. Okay, then we go to the B part. Which term? Remember, term means the position. That means where is it? It's t watts, okay? So it's the t watts, okay? This is your question, okay? So where is the 81? Okay, so what can we do is, I don't know what is t watts, so letting unknown Tn. But I know that actually Tn, it will equal to 81. Okay, so what is your Tn? It's 3 to the power n minus 3. So we can solve the equation. How can you solve it? Think about it. Change 81 to 3 to the power something. Okay, some of the students may don't know it. Why you don't take up the calculator and then try and error, okay, to try it. So it will be 3 to the power 4. So we know that n minus 3 equal to 4. Just cancel, okay, the base. You will know the power is the same, okay? So n equal to 7, okay? So this is one of the method. Another method, okay? Suggest you another method. Another method can be, okay, Tn equal to 3 to the power n minus 3 equal to 81. Some of the students may like to take log, okay? I hope that you still remember. When you're taking log, the power will be in the front, okay? So you have the log 81. Then what can you do is n minus 3 equal to log 81 divided by log 3. See? You can also find the n just using the calculator. Okay, so now let's take a look at the quick practice 1.14. Okay, so the question also told you that this is a GS sequence, and then they got some missing term in the middle. Okay, so must be something happen. Okay, so now take a look at the A part question. A part told you that if the sequence has 6 terms, so that means the whole sequence only got 6 terms. So actually they give you a hint. 1 over 2 is your T6, okay? The last term already the number 6, okay? So now we need to find the common ratio. How can we do it? So do remember, actually in GS, we only learn one of the formula is AR to the power n minus 1. So no matter what kind of question, just using this formula, okay? So now first of all, define the A. A is negative 16. So what is your R? R is the next term divided by the previous one, but we don't have the next term. How can we do it? So we'll need to forget this, okay, because we can't do it. So what we need to do is using the formula you have learned. So we know that only information is T6 will equal to 1 over 2. Why you don't do the substitution? Find the T6 first. So negative 16 times the R, I don't know, to the power n minus 1. That means 6 minus 1. So it's 1 over 2. See? So now next step, okay, simplify it. Move the negative 16 to another side. It will be 1 minus negative 32. Okay? So try to think about it. 1 over negative 32 actually is what numbers power 5, okay? Because the question should be solvable. If not solvable, how can I do it? So r to the power 5. If you using the calculator to try and error, or if you got a little bit sense, okay, so we'll know that actually 2 to the power something will have the 32, okay? So now cancel the same power, okay? So we will know that the common ratio is -1/2. That's it, okay? So see, not difficult, right? So now we go to the B part. B part, I want to find the third term. Third term means T3. So how can we find the T3? Using the formula, okay? T3 equal to A times R, okay? Then to the power 3 minus 1. Using the calculator, you don't need to simplify by yourself because all of them are just a number, okay? We can use the calculator, then super easy to find the final answer. It's -4, that's it, okay? See, easy, right? So if you can handle the 1.14, now let's take a look of the 1.14 finish. Now take a look of the 1.15. Now the question asking you how many terms. Actually, they are asking what is 7/4 in the position. How many here? What is the n here? Okay, so now how can we do it? We only got one formula. Your formula, just the GS formula, is A times the R to the power n minus 1. Okay, so no matter what kind of the question, just using this formula is already okay. So what is your R? I hope that you still remember. Next term divided by the previous one. Okay, got it? So now do the simplify. We know that it's 1/2. Then move 2 to 4 to another side, okay? So just do the division, okay? So we'll know that it will be 1/128. Now again, the same case. Use the calculator, try and error, okay? To find out actually 2 to the power what will equal to 128, okay? So just use the calculator to type several times. You will find out actually this is power 7. So now, because the base is the same, so we cancel the base. We will know that the power should be the same, so n will equal to 8, okay? So how many terms there are? There are 8 terms, okay? Answer the question. There are 8 terms, okay, in the sequence, okay? That's it. So 1.15 done. Now we'll go to the 1.16. So the question told you that the third term and the sixth one will be these two numbers. So what can you do is T3 is this one. T6 is this one, okay? Do remember, okay? Mark it down. Now take a look of the A part. A part asking you find the first term, that's mean A. Find the common ratio, that's mean R. So kids, I want to remind you, you got 2 unknown. 2 unknown give you what kinds of the hints? Yes, if you got 2 unknown, that means 2 equation, okay? For example, x plus y equal to 12, x minus y equal to that, okay? So 1 minus 2 solving equation, blah, blah, blah. This is a simultaneous equation. So any kind of the question, if they're asking you to find 2 unknown, you must need 2 equation. Now let's start 2 equation. T3, we got the 2 equation. Can you see that the question give you the hints? Okay, give you 2 information. So what is T3? First term times the R n minus 1. So what is your n? Your n is 3. Okay, do remember it. Next one, A times R n minus 1. What is your n? Is 6. Okay, so you got the equation 1, you got the equation 2. Okay, so some of the students may try to use the program run to solve it, right? You already input the formula in your calculator. Sorry, this time program 1 doesn't work. Why? Because question 1 only suitable to solve something plus something. For example, 2x plus 3y equal to 7. Okay, x minus 7y equal to -6, something like that. We only can solve that kind of the plus and minus. If you're doing times, sorry, we can't work it out. You need to do it by yourself using the elimination substitution. Okay, so now pay attention. How can we solve it? Okay, so now first step. Simplify it first, okay? So we got the a to the power r, ar power 2, -1, a to the ar power 5 equal to 1/27, okay? So what can we do is, do remember, elimination and substitution, all the main target is eliminate one of the unknown. So how can we do it? Why not do the division? Okay, so we can do 1 divided by 2. Okay, so when you AR power 2, AR power 5 equal to -1 divided by 1/27. Using the calculator, you will got -27 on the right hand side. Then here, simplify, A cancel, 5 to reduce, so you will have 1/r to the power 3. Okay, then again, try to think about what kind of the number will have the power 3. Okay, with when you have the power 3, you will have the 27. Okay, so I think that a lot of the students already thought that, oh, it should be the 3. Okay, so let's see how can we do it. R to the power -3. Okay, so we'll have the 3 to the power 3, -3 to the power 3. Okay, see it? Got it? So hope that if you don't understand, replay few time the video, okay, to find out. So now cancel, okay, the like term. So power 3 cancel. Okay, so we will know that r to the -1 will equal to -3. Do remember, -1 means 1/r. 1/r, -3, then r equal to 1/3. So of course, if you are good enough in math, you don't need to do so many steps here. You can just directly tell me that, okay, r equal to -1/3. If you're capable, okay, I don't mind. Okay, got it? So this is how can we find the r. Are we finished? No, we didn't finish, because we only find the r. You haven't find the a. Okay, so how can we find the a? So if you already got the r, why don't do the substitution? So sub r equal to -1/3 into what? Can be into 1 or into 2, it's up to you. Now this time I will choose 1. Okay, so a times r, -1/3 to the power 2 equal to -1. So 1/3 power 2 moves another side, divided by, you will got the final answer. A equal to -9. So combine, answer the question. Okay, so you will know that first term, okay, is -9. Then your common ratio, okay, is -1/3. A part done. Okay, so this is your A part, remember. Okay, so B part, they asking you to find the 7. Then that one will be super easy. T7. Okay, T7 just using the formula. A times R, 7 minus 1. So what is your A? We just find it, -9. What is R? -1/3. Then using the calculator, okay, we don't need to simplify by ourselves, because all of them are just a number. Calculator can help us. That's it. Okay, so if you already watched the video, please suggest your friend come to watch it, because the quick practice 1.16 example we didn't show in the previous video. If you have the equation 1 and 2 question, if you don't look at this video, you don't know how to do it. Let's look at the quick practice 1.17. Okay, another types of the example in the GS. Okay, so now the question told you that consider the geometric sequence. Okay, they give you a sequence. Then you can see that actually they still have a lot of the term. Okay, so find the largest term. Okay, so think about it. If the sequence keep going for a long term, if I want to find the largest, it should be infinitive, right? No, they give you that the largest one, but it should be less than 2000. So actually they give you a hint. Okay, chop here. Okay, if this is 2000, I only need you to find out this one just in front of the 2000. Okay, so how can we do it? So remember, Miss Poon just told you we only got one formula. Okay, in GS, it's your A times your R to the power A minus 1. Then this term should be less than 2000. So actually this is a kind of the inequality. Okay, so now what can we do is just like solving inequality question. In the first term you have learned. Okay, so 6/2 is 3 to the power n minus 1 less than 1000. So how can we do it? this time, no choice. You can only do is adding a lot, okay? When you're adding a lot, power go to the front, okay? So a lot of the student will do like that. Sorry kids, I would say that you are wrong. Make sure that you give me a bracket, okay? Because n minus 1 is a whole term, okay? So when you have this, what can we do is next step is why not divided by, okay? Using log 1000. So actually log 1000 is free lah, okay? If you already remember it, this one is free, okay? So now just using the counter, you will help yourself to do it, okay? So what can you do is just take up the counter and then find the log, okay? Then do the log 1000 divided by. Remember, counter need you to, when you open the bracket, make sure that you close the bracket, okay, when you do it. Because a lot of the students will got the wrong answer because you forgot to close the bracket, okay? So after that, you will find the n, okay? So actually, n should be less than 7.2877 because this is not your final answer. So I will strongly suggest you give me 4 decimal place first, okay? So remember, if n need to be less than 7 point something, so what is your n? Do remember, all the n should be, n is belongs to a positive integer, okay? N should be a positive integer, okay? So M2 student can learn about this, okay? N belongs to positive integer. So now, what is the n? N should be equal to 7. Remember, we are not asking you where is the position. We are asking you what is the largest term. So I know that T7 should be the largest one. So what can you do is 2 times 3 to the power 7 minus 1. Okay, then using the counter, okay, 3 to the power 6, then times 2. That's it. So you have the final answer 1458. Done. See? So actually GS, we got different kinds of the example. Please, okay, watch the video. Okay, see you. Bye.